Hello everyone, how are you doing? I just wanted to share a little post because I wrote about this to our database and mailing list the other day, but I thought I'd do a live version of it because I had a really nice response actually to the email that we sent out. So I thought if I've had a nice response, then perhaps some people on Facebook might also get some benefit from it. So in a world where everyone is showing how perfect their lives are, whether it be the perfect body, the perfect life, the perfect family, the airbrushing, this is great, this is my life, this is how perfect it always looks. I think, you know, it's really hard to actually, when you're just not feeling great and you're feeling low, it's really hard to feel like it's okay to be low. Because there is so much perfection around, whether it's real or not, and we all know that it's not all real. We all know that those lives aren't constantly perfect, and you know, actually they're going to have their down times as well. So I just wanted to tell you about my experience. Up until probably about 4 days ago now, I had 10 days of just feeling really like physically and mentally. So I just couldn't really get myself out of this dark cloud that was just kind of following me around. And I realised, I mean, I do know this because I've done quite a lot of kind of work with myself and work on other people, but sometimes none of that really matters. It doesn't matter, no matter how much you've done the kind of mindset mastery, you know, the NLP, all of that kind of stuff, sometimes you just literally can't shift it. And I know that actually sometimes the more you struggle and try and shift it and keep pushing, the harder it is because you're getting more and more frustrated with yourself. So I was doing all that, I was pushing my body, pushing all the mindset stuff to try and get myself out of this just like kind of feeling of like a slump that I was in. And the more I did it, the more I got frustrated. So actually, I just ended up taking my own advice that I would give other people and just sat back and let it roll. And the thing is, what people, especially in today's society where, you know, we're supposed to be perfect and we're supposed to be the perfect lover, have the perfect figure, have the perfect job, have the perfect house, everything, you know, like it's really hard that we feel like it's an all or nothing situation, you know, but anything is better than nothing. So that's one of the messages I really want to give out today is something is better than nothing. We go head on like thinking that it's literally an all or nothing situation. So when you eat the takeaway, when you don't train for like a week, or you know, you've not gone to the gym or something like that, then you start feeling bad about yourself and think that, oh, you know, I've unraveled all my amazing work and now I'm gonna have to start from the beginning. Well, it's that exact thinking that will make it unravel. It's not an all or nothing situation. So how I moved through this, to be honest with you, it could be all sorts of things. It could be hormones, it could be, you know, I was just feeling a bit down, my body was run down, but I was just like, okay, I will do what I can because I do understand that something is better than nothing. Please, can we stop these extremes and keep putting ourselves through these crazy extremes? Like, I must be this, otherwise, you know, I'm not the best I can be. I must be this, I must be that, I should do this, I should do that. Because what I say to myself a lot is perfectionism. This is especially appropriate for me because I am such a perfectionist. But I've learned to let go of some of it because perfectionism is the enemy of progress. And just doing something is progressing you. And just by doing something, you won't beat yourself up. That kind of enemy within, they say if you beat the enemy within, the enemy without cannot do you any harm. It's the enemy within. It's the talking, you know, really harshly to yourself of, I had that pizza, I had this, I had that, and now I'm completely unraveled. That's the enemy within. You need to talk it down even just a little bit and do what you can, because you know that at some point this will pass, this too shall pass. You will move through this and you will become the person that you were, actually better than the person you were before, because you'll appreciate having gone through those dark 10 days. For me, 10 days, I was just feeling really, but when that cloud lifted a few days ago, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I've proven to myself that I just did what I could. I proved to myself that I could stay the distance. I didn't freak out. I didn't go completely off the wall. I just stayed there you know, going at the rate that I could go at that point in time, being kind to myself. So that's what I've learned, is a new side of me. I'm a better person even in from 10 days ago, because I know I can keep the distance and something is better than nothing. So I'm just going to ask you, if you are kind of feeling this right now and you're just in a little bit of a low ebb, it's okay to be a bit low. It's going to pass, okay? But what I'm going to ask you to do is, can you move your body in any way? 4 things I'm going to ask you. Can you move your body in any way in the next 24 hours? Can you walk to work? Can you do like a little ab circuit? Can you do a yoga session? Anything just to get your body moving, because when we connect to our body, we do start feeling a little bit better. It's when we just sit tight in a ball. Just move your body. It will help, I promise. It will keep the flow of energy going. Another thing, what's happening with your food this week? So look at the week ahead. You know, are you going out? Are you socialising? What's going to happen, you know, with your week with food? Can you plan when you might have a bit of an indulgence and know it's coming? So you're forearmed, which puts you in the power seat. Is there some stuff that's going to come up that might derail you? Some times where you might drink, but it's okay because you've planned them, you know what's happening. Is there any time where you can plan some healthy meals as well? You know, what are you going to eat for your healthy meals? You know, it doesn't have to be really prescriptive, because that might overload you if you're just feeling a bit down, but just think, okay, when can I plan some of my meals? Another one is try to get a decent night's sleep, okay? Try to get to sleep. When we're stressed and down and there's lots going on in our minds, you know, we find it really difficult to sleep, but please try not to sit there on social media late at night looking, and, you know, because that's just going to make you feel worse, by the way. Which, if you're sitting there on social media a lot, if you're a bit down in the dumps anyway, I can guarantee seeing everyone else's perfect life, which it's not, is going to make you feel worse. So especially don't leave that before sleep. Just try and get some sleep. You know, when we're lacking in sleep, our stress response, our cortisol level goes sky high. You know, then we comfort eat and, you know, we hold on to fat and all that kind of stuff. So just try and get some sleep. Use some kind of lavender oil or something just before you go to bed. That really helps me. A little lavender spray on my pillow. And my final one is try to like do some kind of like stress management techniques. Maybe it's some of the stuff that we teach on our retreats. Maybe it's, you know, just listening to something really positive on YouTube to try and lift you up. Even if it's not helping. Now listen, I listen to this stuff all the time and it really, really didn't help me. But I just kept going with it. I did what I could, where I could, and knew that it would pass and that I wasn't going to do an extreme. It is not an all or nothing world. If you're living in an all or nothing world, you're going to burn yourself out and you will never live up to your own expectations. You are a human being. We have low points. Just do what you can and just give those little 4 points a go. Just say, okay, can I move my body? What's coming up with food? Because we know food is a very emotional thing. So just nurture your body, look after yourself and be kind. I just wanted to share that and I hope it's helpful. Have a great day.